Hello, happy bro bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bro bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bro bros. Come get some Ken Bozak.
And we're live, bros.
We're live as hell. We can't even handle it.
Let's fuck it. Do it live, damn it.
Do it live.
I'm playing around with the website still. I am so childish. Let me go ahead and open up the live stream chat. See who's all here.
I'd like to mention one of our sponsors, Wrap Snacks.
Yeah, you know, get the munchies that come with a beat.
Get a beat with the munchies in your meat, and they're crunchy. I don't know what that means.
Yep, that's my co-host, everybody, Nathan from Superworld. Our guest today is Ori from nftrade.com. Put that up on the screen right now. This is nftrade.com, and that's Ori. Ori, how goes it, bro?
Ori.
What's up?
You have a fun name to say.
Sorry?
Ori, you have a fun name.
I like it.
I fucking love it.
I fucking love it. It's close to Oreo, which is my favorite snack cookie, and I appreciate you for that.
Hey, bro, check it out.
Oh, please don't.
Your boy got the
munchies. Oh, that's like the first thing I did when I got home.
Kind of just the same.
We're kindred spirits.
I fucking love it. Oh, that is
guys
great.
spend a lot of time together, maybe too much.
Yeah.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
Somebody had to fucking say it.
We've been bathing together a lot. And
yeah, but that's because of like conserving water and, you know, saving the environment.
We have a lot of green initiatives here in the Bozak community.
Share a bath, save the planet.
Share a bath to wash that ass and plant a tree up to your knee. That's what they say, and that's what they've always said.
I've heard it at least once from you right now.
But I've always said that, and that's the important part.
Ori, introduce yourself to the audience, bro. Maybe let them know how you got into crypto and how that led you to nftrade.com.
Right. So I'm a pretty OG in crypto. I came in 2012.
That's OG than me. More OG.
And yeah, I'm 33 from Israel. I have started a website called coinish.com. We had the first Bitcoin mining calculator that took into consideration the increase in difficulty. The others were just telling you how much you will make, but they didn't take the increasing levels into consideration. So ours became pretty popular, and yeah, but you know, things went downhill in terms of the price and like the places where I had my crypto, they got hacked
Oh
and
shit.
things. You know, I lost like 20 million Doge that
Mm.
I never. I when I lost them, I didn't care as much
Was that
as I
Mt.
do now.
Gox or what?
No, it was on Cryptopia.
Crypt. Oh wow, I know a few. Yeah, Cryptopia. That was a different kind of a rug pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But I'm happy that you're still here. You know, so many people I've heard have stories
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
They're
still
not.
here, and you know what? I had so many stories. This is just one of them. I had so many bad stories with crypto, and you can imagine someone that's been in the space for so long and is still living in a small apartment with his dog. But no, I'm kidding. But
Yeah, you
life
fucked
is
up.
Beautiful
good. I
dog,
can't
though.
complain. Yeah, thank you.
It's a good dog.
Thanks. And yeah, I did a lot of stuff in crypto in 2017 in the ICO boom. I was running an ICO a PR agency. It's one of the known ones these days. It's called Market Across.
I
It
actually,
used
yeah,
to,
I've known them. What was one of the most successful ICOs that have been, from that?
well, the ones we actually incubated was called Gladius. It's one that
I
we
know
took
Gladius.
from yeah, from the very ground, but the rest were we just did PR. We did PR for Neo, for Binance, for so
Huh.
many for a lot of big companies in
Gladius
the
was out
space.
of the UK or Russia or something, right?
No, Gladius was a DDoS protection. Basically, what they wanted to build is quite cool, which is why I fell in love with the idea. And unfortunately, these guys were too young to execute this,
Oh, you know
and
what? I
the
think I'm
company
thinking
dissolved.
of Gladia, not
No,
Gladios.
okay.
Gladia. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
so
Gladia was like a pirate ship ICO thing. It was weird. I think that's what it was. Gladia.
yeah, things got
I
really
should have been on
weird
your
in
side.
2017. Things got really weird with in terms of what kind of ICOs popped up. What I like about this cycle is that things are a bit more mature and much more realistic and actually useful. I'm not saying that Gladius wasn't, because I actually like the product. What it does was basically it wanted people to host websites using their internet connections,
Oh,
and that way they could get compensated with some token for them serving those sites, and that way they could stop DDoS attacks and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool, and so it was like a Cloudflare competitor.
okay.
Um, and yeah, unfortunately, it didn't go well for them. But this is just one of them. We worked with over 100 of these companies that did ICOs. Decentraland, you guys like, yeah.
I'm actually
And
gonna be in Decentraland in a few days for like a comedy show. They're doing like a comedy club in Decentraland.
What?
I was like,
wow.
So cool.
I could smoke weed at home and go to a comedy show. That sounds like a win-win.
That's the greatest way to watch comedy, honestly. I mean, what are you doing with your life if you're watching sober comedy?
Yeah, I don't.
It's
honestly,
kind of weird,
yeah,
actually.
it's a little bit weird. Like you're
No,
watching
but
Comedy Central without weed. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
yeah, are you all right? Did you hit your head yesterday or something? The one thing though I thought was interesting. You said, I mean, we don't have to as much as that in this cycle with the ICO stuff, or at least that feeling. I think it's kind of I haven't been in the crypto space that long, but I think it's kind of unique how everybody's learned from the history so quick. Usually it takes a few tries, and it seems like crypto is filled with such intelligent, creative people that we spot these things, right? Oh, not again, like right away. So it's very cool, at least, that people have learned from the past.
Yeah.
Do you see anything else that maybe we should have learned from the past that's going on now that's kind of irking you in this space?
the shit coins that's popping up, the ones that just started popping up again, all this Shiba Inu, this gives me a bit of a stomach ache again because it's starting to look like funny again, too
Yeah.
funny, and people are gonna get burned, and I'm afraid of that could end this cycle again, at least for a short period. But because things are very innovative right now and really useful, I don't believe it's going to hurt as much as it did in 2018. So hopefully we'll be fine. But I really, really recommend all you apes. I mean, go gamble if you want, but
Yeah.
understand that it's fucking pure gambling. You can make good money on it. I can tell you that from my experience, investing in solid projects is the right way to go,
Yeah.
and holding on to them, like you end up in 2 years. Okay, so it takes time, but in 2 years you're like, shit.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
we saw a bunch of food meme coin projects kind of end like the bear market that just ended, right? Like we saw
Mhm.
the like yams
Sushi
and
and
tacos and all these
pancake,
things.
yeah, all of them.
But some of them, all the swap ones worked out good. Like there was a big fiasco with Sushi Swap at first because all they did was like fork Uniswap, and then the guy like walked away from their project and was like, "You take it." And but
Yeah,
that
Chef
actually,
Nomi. Yeah.
yeah, but it worked. Like it actually kind of worked out. So it does work sometimes. But then you
Yeah,
had
I mean the
that
way
were
it's
just crazy.
sushi, the way sushi's play the game, and they bought sushi.com, and they're a huge company right now. The
Yeah,
way they play the game was a bit different. They actually had
absolutely.
the intention to bring value from the beginning. They did steal the fucking code, which is kind of, but this is crypto, this is
It's
open
open
source
source.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's how things are.
Well, we
And
saw how first generation meme coins, kind of done, right? With Doge and meme itself. Second generation meme coins like the Shiba Inu coins and all these, I think, are going to be sort of as we see adoption phases come in. There's going to be hundreds of millions of people that are new to crypto that don't know what a meme coin is. So this is their meme coin because Elon Musk took Doge. It's not a meme coin anymore. It's a mainstream currency on Robinhood, probably getting listed on Coinbase. It's
Yeah.
not a meme anymore. The
It's
joke's
50
over. But
it's
now you can
50
create
market
Shiba
cap.
Inu to get that feel of it's just a joke. And I think we'll see those cycles every time we see hundreds of millions of people adopt in. They're all going to come in with their own memes, and we're going to see those waves bring in their own memes in their time, whatever it may be. I think we'll probably end up seeing things like V-Bucks when all like the 12-year-olds come from Fortnite. They're going to create their own meme coins from Fortnite or Call of Duty. All the games they play that have currencies, they're just going to make memes out of. And they're going to start using them. And I think we're going to see a lot more memes come out of the woodwork because of what Nathan said. It's open source. Copy, paste, change the name. Hey, I got my own shitcoin.
Another thing with the success of a project like something like Doge that's a meme, since your main project with that's hosting them is like Robinhood, for instance, right? Like it has been for a while, and now recently, like they've gotten onto more exchanges because they've been pumping. But for a while, like you almost had to get it on Robinhood if you were in the United States, at least in a reliable way. The exchanges were kind of scary to people up until recently. So if you wanted like mainstream exposure, that's where you went for it. And I talk about it like Kleenex, like it's a tissue, but it's Kleenex. Like we've all talked about that thing before. So you have name recognition of something like Doge right next to stuff that's in the New York Stock Exchange on Wall Street. Right?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. So like for me, it was kind of a no-brainer just because of the people that they're being mentioned with. All these mainstream investors from legacy markets are going to see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then Dogecoin was down there, and it's the cheapest. They were just buying millions of it because they're like, well, they know it's gonna happen. So we should obviously follow that lead a little bit more too. So if you have a project like Doge or even Sushi, where all the pieces are in the right place, everything looks good for them to succeed, like just go with it sometimes. We're past the ICO thing, I think. People should relax and just invest with
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Ori could definitely touch on this a little bit, especially considering he's working in the NFT space now with the NFTrade.com.
Right, so that's the new
I
ICO market.
think we're seeing NFTs be treated like ICOs, where, hey, you could buy this NFT and we're going to make a game for it. It's a fucking ICO. It's a security. How is that a utility token when there's no
that's
use
the
case
new
for it?
ICO.
Well, yeah. So there. First of all, I just touching again back on the meme phenomena. Yesterday, I saw MemePad. It's a launch pad for meme coins. Just
Perfect.
yeah.
Good
That-
though.
So
Let's
yeah.
make fun of it. That way, only one or two have value.
There's going to be a bank of meme right outside somewhere. Someone's going to open a bank of meme, and that's all. It's like,
You have a ghost can.
Why not?
Your can
Yeah.
is a ghost, bro.
It's from
Oh, yeah.
Arizona.
So cool.
I couldn't resist. I love your green screen.
Yeah.
It's so fickle.
Mm-hmm. Little bit.
Yeah, but like Ken said about the NFTs kind of potentially being the new ICO boom. Like, what do you think about that?
So again, I don't think that you can look. So first of all, the ERC20 tokens that are being deployed, that are being generated for the companies holding them. I mean, you know that those are DAO governance tokens for each one of these projects in order for them to control and to help decide decisions for the company to make it basically community owned and decentralized, as these are what the purpose of the ERC20 tokens are. But in reality, people buy them because they believe in the company itself and not in anything else. Okay, and I think that having those tokens for the companies that represent these is important in order to support the success of the project. And then the NFTs themselves, well, it really, I don't know if I can look at it as the ICO. I would love you guys to maybe tell me how exactly you see that.
Well, I mean, for me, it's a lot of projects are, pre-sale, like sort of like how Call of Duty, they pre-sell the game at GameStop and you can give them your money and a year later you can pick up the game.
Right.
A lot of these NFTs are being sold to be used in a video game. Most recently, we had a guest on the podcast, Hunter from Colonize Mars. They raised about $2 million in their NFT sale first day. But the game doesn't exist. There's nothing that you can do with the NFTs.
But they only sold NFTs. They didn't sell ERC20 tokens?
No, just the NFTs that should be
NFTs.
usable in the game, but there's no game to use them in. So
Yeah,
it's sort of like
yeah.
a loophole to exactly
Okay.
what you're talking about. I have to take all the risk with none of the benefits of the ICOs. You know what I mean? Like that governance token that you might have gotten, or the the utility token or the security, there is none of that in the NFT space. But there are the other things where it's buy this now, get it later, without the benefits of the same risk reward. It's just mostly risk.
But those are like I assume that if you said they sold 2 million in a second, then it was a limited supply, and these NFTs were actually distributed to them already, and there's a market for them already. That's what I assume, right? So in reality, you don't actually have to wait for the game in order to make profit, which is why everyone buys these things.
But it's all purely speculation. There's no utility. So wouldn't that be considered a security rather than a utility, because there's nothing you can do with it? It's all based on the speculation of the future, the promise of the profit in the future. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is I feel like a lot of people are using NFTs to get away with things ICOs could never get away with.
Yeah, because the NFT market is super unregulated right now, and that allows,
Well, what I'm worried about is they're going to encourage regulations. We're going to see a lot of incentive, and then people are going to be asking for protection in this space rather than taking it upon themselves for governance. We'll be begging governments to regulate it.
Yeah, definitely look for a roadmap on any of these projects when they're promising, You know,
So
just
I
saying
don't
this
know.
NFT gives you this. Like,
Yeah.
research their roadmap.
Yeah,
That's
Alien
what's
Worlds did
important.
the same thing Zach Drew said in the chat. Yeah, I don't know, like Splinterlands, Gods Unchained, they all have done similar things where they've used, NFTs as, a crowd sale to fund the game development.
Hmm.
I don't think there's
Hmm.
anything wrong with it. I just think people need to take what they've learned, like what Nathan and Ori were talking about earlier. Take what you've learned from the ICO, era and apply that knowledge to here. Just replace ICO with NFT and kind of look at it through the same tinted glass,
Yeah, we
That's
know that's going to be used. We know that in 2 years from now, people are going to refer to the NFT boom same way they did like the ICO boom. So, like, if you have the ability to kind of look ahead and just kind of play out situations in your head, I'm pretty confident that's what's going to happen here. Like we've all acknowledged that we're sitting on this bubble with NFTs. So I think that the more projects that don't have some sort of clear intention behind their stuff, like that's going to help propel us into this kind of no man's land.
Yep.
Yes, I guess that it's a cycle in every tulip phenomenon that happens within. It happens again and again in history. First,
Yeah.
it's unregulated, and then the scammers can come, and then the stupid people that invest in scams need to be protected because they're too stupid. If you
Yeah.
ask me, I'm all about open market, and I'm kind of an anarchist in that sense. But I guess that it's not going to be the way I want it to be, and things are going to get a lot more regulated. It's definitely going to happen. Um, but yeah, meanwhile, be careful and invest in good projects if you feel like investing, and
I invest
definitely
in the
we're gonna.
people. I don't even look at the projects half of the time. I'm just looking who's
Me
on the
too.
team and who the fuck are they? What have they done? And then if they're good people, I'm assuming the project may be good. But I
Yeah,
kind of work from the team forward.
absolutely. Things can still fail with a good team, but they're very unlikely to. Look at the 90s Bulls. Like they had Phil Jackson at coach, you have Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr. You have all these incredible players. You don't know for sure they're going to win, but you're pretty damn sure that they're going to do great, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And that's how I feel like a lot of these teams feel like, they're some of those some of the stars from like that ICO era that learned a lot developing for projects or marketing for doing things that,
Yeah.
are going to 10x themselves in this run right now, all the things that people have learned. I do want to talk a
Absolutely.
little bit about this nftrade.com because I'm checking out the website and I saw that you had interoperability here with the multi-chain. And I just want to touch on that topic real quick before we jump into nftrade.com is interoperability and multi-chain support and the inherent nativeness that we'll see. It's all going to be because of NFTs. There's no,
Yeah.
Rootstock, the fucking Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, fucking none of them, nobody, Counterparty, nobody is working on interoperability, but NFTs are. And we're seeing NFTs drive interoperability forward, almost leapfrogging a lot of things that we've been told couldn't be done. So I'm just curious, since you're working on a platform that's handling some of this with what it looks like the Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, what are your thoughts on the potential of interoperability at this layer since we have not seen it before?
So first of all, maybe I'll give the first the reason we first started NF Trade was actually for a different feature. It was before. So when we first started, everything was on Ethereum. There was a little bit on Wax and a little bit on Flow, but really everything was like most of the decentralized stuff was on Ethereum, and we never thought that that's so much needed as we know today. But what we did see that was really needed was swapping between people. There was no platform to allow someone to offer NFTs for NFTs. And this is when I was like, shit, you can do that with a lot of marketplaces in Steam, in a lot of different games. How come you can't do it in NFTs? We have to do it and that's where this NF trade started from. Just wanted to explain that this feature was the reason we started it, and then came the multi-chain and cross-chain support. So yeah, what we've seen is that first of all, there's Flow and there is Wax and there is Cardano is building, and I mean Cardano is having NFTs now, and Polkadot's gonna have NFTs, and Ethereum and Binance and all these EVM ones, which are much easier to support, by the way, cross-chain. The big problems come when we're dealing with some really not non-EVM based, so non-Ethereum based addresses and stuff. So that's the solution we're working day and night on, and I think that, yeah, I mean, Torchain is doing exactly that for ERC and sorry for cross chain support, and they're about to go like to the main net soon, which is gonna change the world of swapping between different chains and stuff. So Torchain is the one that's done the greatest work. They've been working on it for years. The rest of the guys you mentioned, yeah, they didn't really get there. And yeah, we're happy that we could actually probably be the first. Hopefully, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, because so many projects pop up all the time. But it seems like we're gonna be the first ones, and we kind of want to set the standard for NFTs, because in a way, yeah, of course, a lot of different chains can pop up, but eventually, if there is one layer that is very cheap to work with and that works very well, but is still decentralized, something like Ethereum, for example, that is fully decentralized, that it's never no one's gonna turn off the shelter, then that's gonna be what we're gonna push towards. Of course, we're gonna keep having the support for all the chains, but we wanna aim at setting some sort of standard, because eventually it's a mess. Because when you buy an NFT on Ethereum, we're gonna let you to be able to swap it to Wax, for example.
Right.
But the real value still sits on Ethereum. So what you're going to get is a sort of a voucher of this NFT. So it's going to be
That's what I was
that
gonna
NFT.
ask.
Yeah, but you can always redeem it from a contract on the Ethereum network to get the original one.
Yeah, I think
Right, so that
vouchers
you
are going to
got
be huge, man. Vouchers are going to
Yeah.
take off. That's
It-
what interoperability will really be. Will be a smart contract holding something and issuing a
Yes.
voucher based on whatever blockchain you want it to go to. We saw that during ICOs as well, multi-chain ICOs, where they would have
Yeah.
one market cap limit, but they would be on two blockchains. One sometimes on Ethereum and on Waves. So you could get your ICO token on either blockchain, and wherever you wanted to send it, the smart contract would move it from A to B and hold
Right.
the one in the middle. A lot of these voucher NFTs, I think, are what people are failing to understand what sidechain solutions are. What is Matic, Polygon? What are they doing? It's a voucher for the on-chain NFT or currency, whatever you're using that sidechain for. They're issuing a voucher that's redeemable for the on-chain whatever. So I really like that you use that terminology. I feel like voucher NFTs, and I'm looking
It's a
at
proof,
your team,
essentially.
and I said
Yeah.
earlier, I fucks with teams, and I see Hartej on your team. That makes me feel very comfortable. I fucking love that dude. And he, as your
heard you say
security
that.
advisor, I feel fairly damn confident connecting my wallet to your app.
So specifically about Hartej, he's not only my security advisor, he's also one of my really best friends.
Oh,
We
nice.
spent a lot of time together. He comes to Israel. We've been to Burning Man together. We're
Nice.
really good friends.
He's a
And,
fucking awesome guy. I love Hartej, so I like
Yeah.
that I see him on the team for sure.
I've literally heard you say that off air, so I know it's true.
I really
I know.
do though.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I think it's kind of interesting what you're doing
Whoa.
with. You essentially have like an address forwarding service
Time
combined
out.
with like a vault combined with like a minting platform.
Yeah. And
Jim
on top of that, we
Flanagan.
also
Time out. Jim Flanagan just sent a $50 donation.
woo.
This
Isn't it
dude just
CAD?
said, bro, check your Twitter DMs from the Litecoin King. $50, bro. I'll check my DMs right fucking now. Nathan, do go on.
Well, I would like to say shout out to the Litecoin King. Is that it?
Yeah.
Ken's gonna take a massive rip in your honor. I'm assuming
Yes.
that's what the people want. You know, that's the only reason people are really, really watching, other than our guest, of course. But I do think that it's awesome what you guys are doing. So essentially, it's different than a proof, right?
It's different than a proof. We're gonna have a layer 2 solution as well for the Ethereum network as well. So we are going to have that too, but it will all be on chain. If we're doing cross chains, then we'll have to do them on chain. So people will deposit their original NFT into a smart contract, and we will produce the voucher and give it to them in the other chain, so they can use it to redeem it. Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Like I don't know, as somewhat of a newbie to this space, I feel like it's wild that they didn't do this earlier with just just to create interoperability. You just create a thing to make it possible. Like wallets were like the original interoperability, right? So I guess the NFT is just an easier way to look at it for people. I mean, an NFT could be a wallet too. I mean, there's so many things. People just aren't looking at things outside the box. Really, we accept things for what people tell us they are.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know
there
what,
are lots
though,
of
Ori,
really
what
cool
can't
projects.
be an NFT? That's, you know what, Nathan really just struck a chord there. You know, what do you think can't possibly be an NFT or use non-fungible token technology? Like, is there anything that this can't incorporate?
It sounds like not. I think I spoke to a lot of people who some of them have been in the space as well for a very, very long time. And when I spoke about NFTs with them, they told me that they know for sure that this is really the future of defining an asset, and basically anything can be represented by an NFT, and that's really cool. One of our partnerships is with Charged Particles. I don't know if you guys have
I met them.
it. Yeah, so they are cool, and they're building like an NFT that can hold a bunch of ERC20 tokens, time-locked tokens, that stuff's really cool stuff, which I think is a great partnership for us to have. I think, yeah.
NFTs inside NFTs, or currency inside of an NFT, which to me sounds like a gift card, right? You have your gift card, which is non-fungible gift card, and inside of it you have the store's currency, their utility token. So the possibilities that they're working on, they're going to take NFTs to the next level, where you may have an NFT that says you own a car, but it is the car that has the NFT of the certificate in it. So you don't need two NFTs. You just have your one NFT, and the other one's inside of it. So you have your certificate that says, I own the car. And it's, what car do you own? Well, it's the one in this video game. It's in the certificate. Look inside the NFT. So I feel like a lot of potential is going to come out of that in the mainstream that people just aren't ready for. Sort of like bonds or CDs being used in the institutional financial sector. NFTs are going to replace
that's
a lot
what they're
of that.
doing. Guys, I have to go for a minute. I'm really sorry.
No worries.
There's a surprise.
No worries.
You guys can do without me very well.
He's got to check on that guard dog.
So, dude, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about interoperability with nesting. So you could have like a Wax NFT with Wax inside of it, and then it's also going to be able to be redeemable with that with the voucher,
Yeah.
interoperability, that you'll be able to redeem it for a voucher on Ethereum with the same value of ETH nested inside of it that the other one had in value of Wax nested inside of it. So not just the NFT is swappable, but what's nested inside of it in value is as well. It's pretty
It's
crazy.
like when you have to loan out like if you go rent a go-kart at a place and they want to hang on to your credit card or something. Like that's what that is. There's a value nested inside of it, and then you trade it for a service or a good.
Exactly.
And you get it back when you're done. If you don't give it back, they take what's in it. So like it's just putting that into tech, I think, in a different way. Like I said, like we're just like putting different masks on like the same face, you know.
Yeah, I like to use that analogy with the credit card as sort of like the collateral for the physical thing or services that may, render.
But more like leaving your credit card and your ID, because then you
Because they're in
verify
one.
all the stuff. All right, we can get into there. We have this information. This thing we can run this. It has funds, you know.
Yeah, I mean, instead of having to sell your NFT to get a house, you'll probably be able to put it up as collateral.
Yeah.
The same way people use Ethereum today, they'll be able to use Ethereum NFTs tomorrow or very soon, maybe even today. Who knows what's happening,
Yeah. There's going to be a dude who got $1 Beeple and loaned that out to get like a $600,000 house instead of selling
Exactly.
it. And then they're paying their house down.
Why
with
would
the
you
money
sell
they're
a
making off of
Beeple,
it.
right? Oh, I need to buy a
Right.
house, but there has to be a better way.
Yeah, the same way that you would leverage owning the Mona Lisa by loaning it to different art galleries or museums.
Taking it on tour
you know?
for sure and charging tickets to admission.
Fuck yeah. They even charge for certain paintings, like famous paintings. There's associations that have like some ownership over them, meaning that like you can buy it, but you would still have to pay royalty rights to that association to make like certain types of prints or do advertising with it. And that's kind of like enforceable now with NFTs, which is very interesting, and smart contracts. Because before people would be like, I mean, that's arguable in court still.
That's what I was saying at the conference the other day. You can break the law, but you can't break protocol. It's not even a choice.
Like if you're very clever, not only can you figure out a way to break the law, but you can figure out a way to defend it when you get caught, and then
Right.
probably get away with it.
Yeah, good luck pleading your case to the blockchain.
Right. Yeah. The blockchain has no feelings.
Yeah,
No emotions.
exactly.
That's what's important about it.
Were you talking about the law system on the blockchain or what?
Well, we're talking about the difference between law and protocol and how a lot of the way that we're seeing like technology being integrated to blockchain and using the Internet of Things, we're
Yeah.
probably not going to see a lot of laws be up for vote. We're probably going to see a lot of protocols governments are going to be issuing that we're all going to have to vote on and say, yeah, this is a protocol that we want issued onto whatever we're using. And that way you can't choose to break that. That's more than law. It is protocol.
Yeah, and over the last 50 years across all governments, which you could almost view as platforms, you have a common theme of, like we can't really trust you. So more than ever, we need decentralized ways to kind of even vouch for the knowledge that's floating around out there. Did this event actually happen? Did this transaction take place? Did this, like even an election, for instance, like why aren't we using two different blockchains to determine like who wins out of two candidates? The longest chain wins. It's very easy to kind of make that stuff happen. The government would issue a wallet and a token inside the wallet, and you cast the token to whatever thing that you like most. I don't know. I think it's kind of simple. I think that the NFTs are that missing step. Like years ago we had Vitalik talking about like, oh, Ethereum, you can do anything. Like you can do anything. And then we realized maybe that wasn't true. But now we're realizing again, maybe it is true because we have the missing piece all of a sudden.
Yeah.
My throat hurts too much to talk.
We have to talk a lot more today.
Oh yeah, we have an interview later, right?
Yeah, we're going to interview the guy who created Earth Day. It's kind of cool.
What is it? Sorry.
He created Earth Day. It's like
Kind of like
Earth
a
Day.
big deal.
The day Earth was born. He created
He created Earth.
Yeah, I think Alan Tratner created Earth.
No, I heard about it, but I didn't actually. Okay.
Yeah, so we're interviewing God.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be weird. I've got some serious questions.
Oh,
all
I
right?
did it many times in Burning Man specifically.
I think everybody at Burning Man spends the entire time interviewing God.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I haven't had a chance to make it out, but it's definitely on my bucket list.
Same. I've just heard awesome stories from all the people I know and telling me how stupid I am for not being there, basically.
Yeah, I'll be another one of them then.
When are you going back to Burning Man?
The next time it's happening.
Yeah, oh
Did
yeah.
you go to the virtual burn?
No,
The
I
VB.
didn't.
The VD. What?
I said VB.
Oh, I thought you said VD. I'm like, what?
No. Yeah, that's the wrong letter, dude. It just sounds the same. Yeah. I mean, you do get VD at the VB, but it's probably not.
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad as the physical.
Just use your
Festival.
McAfee antivirus. You'll be all right.
Oh yeah, McAfee antivirus needs to come out with some STD protection for sure.
Oh shit!
How crazy would that
Ori,
be?
who do you think may potentially be in a position, to sort of be like low-hanging fruit for like government to be like a example? Who are they going to set an example with? We've seen them do it, right? They've done it with Binance being kicked out and having to find Malta as a new home on the fly. Well,
Very
we've
true.
seen it with Arthur Haynes being arrested from BitMEX. Who do you think they're going to use as an example in the NFT space?
Definitely not Beeple. I don't think he's done anything wrong. He just created his art, but it could be funny if it's him. But
They just raid his house and take all his private keys.
that's a tough question. That's a tough one. I didn't really think of, but let me think.
I mean, I can speculate. I think it's Rarible.
Or
They
something like
created
BitClout.
their own money. It incentivizes wash trading, and it's a reward for
does.
money laundering. And the amount of like unverified or stolen or copyright trademark infringed art that makes money on their platform that generates revenue in their currency. I think Rarible is going to be that like speed bag they just beat the shit out of.
I know the owners of 2 companies that have a lot of IP that are actually like looking at them. Their lawyers are like looking and stuff. Like there's companies out here that are looking at all platforms and be like, you have this, you have this, you have this. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. We want a percentage of it, or we need to talk.
Mhm.
They're
Like, that's
making
what
money off of, like they're incentivizing criminal activity in NFTs by doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, the coin initially seemed like a good idea, but maybe that's why people like OpenSea and Mintable and all these other platforms don't have
one. Well,
Yeah.
well, I'll speak for ourselves because we have a coin, and
Right.
I think that incentivizing people to wash trade in order to get coins like Rarible did, well, that was pretty good for Rarible. They made a huge profit from that, but it could end up being problematic, as you mentioned. But I think that in terms of the current market, it's so, I mean, it's so unclear what's actually allowed and what's not, that I think that you can't really blame them for doing any of it. I don't think that they can be, but yeah, I guess that once the law is out there, they may go for them first. But that was a good example because they did have a lot of different things that's happening on their platform.
Yeah.
Having a coin, OpenSea doesn't have one, and they've raised a shitload of money from very big VCs, and obviously they don't need a coin at this point. But having a coin is really helpful for fundraising and for creating innovative things, and I think that that's why a lot of
Have you
companies
seen
are
what
actually,
Mintable has done?
Yeah, I have looked at it actually.
Yeah, they created an NFT DAO token, which is sort of like that loophole I was kind of talking
different.
about earlier, which is kind of
Mhm.
having the best of both worlds with none
Yeah.
of the responsibilities of the worst case scenarios.
That's the advantage to doing it that way instead of, that's why I put them in that category.
Yeah, I've
'Cause
seen
they're
my
really
friends
not.
actually making their own currencies or their own tokens, but as NFTs, and it's just a picture of a token, but it's an
Mhm.
NFT.
It's an NFT.
Yeah. That's what every company should be doing to receive and give payments. I mean, I don't know
Especially because now you have mint
what's
number
happening.
1 token. Imagine if your token had a mint number on it. That's what NFTs are, right? So now you have mint
Yeah.
number 1. That could be as valuable as every token added up after it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
save your receipts for the first time in history because you'll probably be able to trade them in for money later. You know?
That's not a bad idea. I bet if you had a receipt from like the first Macy's transaction with a credit card, like the first
Oh,
carbon
yeah.
fiber copy at a Macy's, I bet you that would be a very priceless receipt. Like a
Absolutely.
museum would definitely give you money for that.
Yeah.
Even more nefarious things, like if somebody had the receipt to a bullet that assassinated somebody or something.
The
Oh, yeah,
case,
that's
yeah,
cool.
the receipt, the case, exactly.
I'm saying, like, there's going to be weird things in the future where, like, people gain infamy from them.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to a lot of people when they're creating NFTs is we're creating artifacts. Right now, 100 years from now, everything that's happening within this year or two, they're all artifacts. Every one of them are an artifact in 100 years plus. So if you have like real long vision on a project, you know that you could be passing down artifacts from like the digital Mayans, the blockchain Mayans, Imagine walking across the desert and finding like an Egyptian mug. That's a shitty piece of technology, but because it was made so long ago by our ancestors, that mug is very priceless. A shitty fucking turd NFT could be priceless in 100 years because it was the first shitty NFT of like that kind. It's artifacts, and I think NFTs really add a lot of power to like any project that's using tokens. But like you mentioned, Ori, you're right. A lot of projects can benefit from having a token model because tokenomics outweighs any other alternatives, especially going public with stock options and all that bullshit. This is the same route, but in a better like engageable format.
Exactly. I mean, the amount I was shocked yesterday because I've been doing a lot of trades and stuff on Uniswap, and um, haven't been doing much on the Binance chain. And so I just looked at PooCoin the other day, and the PooCoin has all these Binance coins on it, and I was able to see people making swaps for $1 or $2, and I was thinking these people are actually making like $5 on a trade, and they're happy about it because this allows so many people to participate in this when the fees are low and when everyone can participate. And by the way, I'm not an Binance chain fan. I'm actually quite against centralizing everything, and even the decentralized stuff is becoming centralized if we give it to Binance because it's a one-man show over there.
Yep.
So I'm against it, but I am pro low fees and allowing people all over the world where it's fucking, the value of their money is very little, and they can still participate in and buy coins for $2, stuff that they couldn't do before with Ethereum, unfortunately. So yeah, I was shocked to see the amount of people buying all these shit coins. It was amazing.
It's the low fees. People are like able to do it, right? Back when I first got into crypto in 2015, I could buy $1 at a time and trade it up to $10 and have now I was like, well, I took $1 and I made $10.
Yeah.
I was like, well, wait, if I would have started with $10, I'd have 100. Let me try that. And I was like, wow, I did it again. This is crazy. And I feel like a lot of people are definitely missing out on that opportunity when it comes to like the traditional tokens and currencies. But yeah, with a lot of those other platforms, we're starting to see a whole nother wave getting our hands on low cost barrier to entry, like hands on education, right? Like imagine if Harvard had dollar tuition days. It's sort of how like low transaction fees feel because you're learning so much. Even if you don't know what you're doing and you lose $1, That's $1 well spent if you learned why that dollar's gone now.
Right.
You all right, Nathan? Because I just bought your NFT and I listed it for sale.
Oh, I was trying to find the other. Oh, you did grab it. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got the link here. So, Ori, Nathan's doing a penny experiment, but people aren't
Nice.
like paying attention. So I just grabbed one.
Thank
Let me
you.
grab one too.
Oh, it's gone. I just put it up for sale for
Okay.
$2 though. So, if
Yeah,
anybody
it's
wanted
the
to
one of
grab
one every
it,
day for 30 days.
It's
Yeah.
on wax.
it's on
Yeah.
wax. Yeah.
So you have a
Okay,
chance
I'll
again
have-
tomorrow.
I'll have
Um,
my
Here, I'll give
Oh,
you the link.
No, I'll
Boom.
get my partner to buy it off you then.
Cool.
Give me the link.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like we're doing an experiment with you've heard of the thing where you double a penny, you keep doubling it and
Mhm,
it turns into a lot of money.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I know it's gonna top out somewhere, but over time, who
So
knows?
it says right here, the penny experiment. If you took a single penny and doubled it every day, by day 30, you would have 5,386,709.12. Something
And if
like
it
that.
works, I'm getting Ken his own condo in Miami that he doesn't even have to stay at if he doesn't want to, because he doesn't like attachments. But he'll have a place to stay whenever he wants, and there'll be special goodies in there and food and everything. So that's
So,
one of the good
yeah.
things I would do with it.
I paid 2 pennies for it, and I'm putting it up for sale for $2. Talk about RO fucking I, baby.
Well, these are going to go up for pretty expensive, and the first ones, somebody might want to have all of them. So, one of ones for 30 days is an interesting thing. I'm not sure if anybody's done that other than like 50 other people. So
the next
see what
person
happens.
who lists it, how much they should list it for?
So the next one would be, I believe it would be 1.4 wax.
What is it
Oh,
in-
you
in
mean in
dollars?
dollars,
4
though?
cents.
No, it'll
Or
be
no, 2,
4
4, 6, 8
cents. The next one you're selling is 4 cents, right? Then 8 cents, 16, 36.
Oh yeah.
But you
That's
said
what it
you're
is.
putting it for $2.
Oh yeah, I'm selling it for $2 because from 2 cents to $2 is a pretty braggable return.
Right.
It's good.
But then you're not playing the game right.
Oh, I know.
But it's going to allow somebody else to own them all still.
Yeah, somebody else is able to
Okay.
buy it from me. I don't want to list
Yeah.
it too high that somebody can't buy it, and then maybe they want to sell it for $8, and then the next guy maybe can sell it for 16. So we can
Yeah.
all play along in our own way in the secondary markets.
Right.
And the other thing is, it would be kind of insider traderish if I mentioned like what I have going on. But there's some interesting reasons why this.
And that's
stuff
why I
won't work.
cannot sell it for more than $2, because that's the joke.
There's some cool stuff with projects that I'm affiliated with where my stuff's going to be like out there way more. So I think it's cool to be able to even offer the beginning stage of this to people, because they're going to have something in their collection that's going to have a way higher value after my next deal goes through. That's really
Okay.
all I can say. And that's ICO-ish.
Yes, ICO-ish. You're ICOing yourself right now.
I know. What did I just do?
Somebody
Yeah,
bought it. ZLTR2 bought it for $2. What is that? 2,000% return?
It's pretty good.
Nice.
You just did a good return for sure. You should
I
post
made
that.
I
for
made
today.
2,000% on one trade today in less than 2 minutes.
You're welcome. So look for those every day at noon. Tomorrow will be the next.
Yeah,
see
we'll
what
probably be posting it every day around on the podcast or like on Twitter, Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, join Telegram.
Yeah, if you're
are
watching on
sharing this in
Facebook, delete the
Super
app.
World stuff, bro?
What's that?
Can they join Super World to keep up with all this? Are you sharing it in there?
Yeah, so everything I do, I've just been sharing in the chat, but I'm going to get better about posting across all platforms. One thing I did want to mention about Super World is any NFT artists out there, join the inner circle, and any collectors out there, join the collector's corner. Now you can do that by going to our website or our Twitter page, and you'll see links for all that stuff there. So that's just one way to get involved. I'm an artist in residence at Super World, so you can find my stuff on that platform soon as well. And it will be, I'm going to have a section. So
I just love that you're selling penny art. It's fucking hilarious because your Ethereum stuff is gone. And we've sold like a $20,000 piece together.
Yeah,
So his art's gone for, multiple five figures, which is why it's really funny to see like him selling penny pieces of art.
it's fun, and that's the thing. I want people to be able to get like some ROI if they don't actually like it. So that's what's cool about it, is it's like whether you like it or you hate it, I think it's going
And
to go up
it's
in
on the
value.
blockchain, so when they scroll down, they're gonna know, oh, you paid 8 cents for this, or you paid $2 for this. I'm not gonna give
Yeah.
you $2,000, or maybe they know what they're buying and they will. But it's just funny that, yeah, the community now has to haggle each other over art, and like, I love it. It's like sort of reminds me of the Joker scene in Batman where he snaps the pool stick, throws it on the floor. It's like, here's a cheap NFT. Go fight over it.
I think that's kind of what we're going to turn this thing into in a good way.
Well, I like Beeple. He did it with $1 NFTs. Even like the big artists, they're having a lot of fun with this. They're writing blank checks. It's like, here, you fill out how much you want for it.
Yeah, you have all these companies and people thinking that like the upfront thing is the way to go, and then they see that, like, all right, I could ask for like 50 grand, or I could sell like 50,000 $1 NFTs that are going to resell, and I make 15% off each one. By putting them out for $1 each, you're actually going to probably make 10 times more than you would ever make on an initial 50 grand check,
Well, we'll be able to use nftrade.com for that in Q3, because it looks like you're going to have, what is this, Wax and Flow from NBA Top Shot support?
Yeah, maybe share the screen. Show them the
I
rolling
am.
cube.
I've been showing them the whole time. I just keep bringing it up over here. I'm sorry. You can't tell, but it's been
it's
up
on
a
the
lot.
YouTube one.
I don't see it. Okay, cool. So actually, we like to put Q3 and Q4 stuff just in order to make sure that people don't get disappointed. But I'll give you some insider information. It's probably gonna be this quarter, where we can already see, at least have the multi-chain support, which is already a big thing, and later on the cross-chain support.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
You guys are working fast.
So NFTrade is basically an aggregator for NFTs. It's kind of like OpenSea, but with multi-chain and swaps. Okay, this is like what we're doing. And when you buy, when most people buy an NFT in one of these smaller marketplaces, which we definitely we're gonna support all the NFTs. We want to have one place where we have all the NFTs. We're not trying to compete with like the marketplaces, those ones. We love them. We're gonna partner with them. We're gonna promote them on our platform, and we're not trying to capture that. We know that going to foundation or going to all these niche places is a cool thing to have, and we love that. We're trying to become, well, basically what happens is that people buy the NFT on a smaller marketplace, but they end up going to OpenSea to sell it, because everyone's on OpenSea, because that's the aggregator. That's where more people are seeing all the NFTs. And so you get more eyes. So hopefully people will be able to list them on both marketplaces.
So it's like the eBay or Amazon sort of kind of vibe. Instead of having to go to like different stores online, even just because they're online, doesn't mean it's convenient. I have to go to 5 stores to get 5 things. Amazon and eBay kind of gave us that feeling of going to one place and having, shopping interoperability, right? I could shop at this store and that store. It was almost like a shopping mall online. NFTs don't have that yet. So nftrade.com kind of sounds like that eBay feeling of online shopping.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, initially, we're not going to charge any fees, just in order to.
Wait, so could I use any currency as well? Is it going to be as interoperable with shopping as it is with like listings and stuff?
Definitely.
Awesome.
But we also want to make it a bit more mainstream. So the default, what we will show the user, so you'll be able to ask for any currency, and you'll be able to receive any currency, but you will receive it in the currency you asked for. Okay, but we will show users the dollar value, unless they want to see it in a different value. But a user would come and say, okay, I have Ether. Show me the prices in Ether, but you asked for Wax. Then you'll get your money in Wax we'll take it from the other guy in ETH and we'll give it to you in Wax. And that way,
Is it a
you know,
change now or changely integration kind of thing?
yeah, it's gonna be one of those integrations, whatever is cheapest. Obviously, those ones you mentioned are good friends of mine actually, but they can get quite costly with their fees. We'll find the
yeah,
best.
change
Right.
now for me. Yeah, you're. To me,
Are you,
it's
We're gonna
worth
do
it
whatever
because, like,
works best, but
KYC.
we also want to do a credit card integration with a partner later on to really have everyone be able to buy and sell NFTs.
Well, after your Wax integration, I'm sure you'll be able to make those connections because on Wax, I could already buy with credit card for a lot of
Right.
things.
Right.
Flow integration will probably bring a lot of those connections as well, most likely. I'm assuming, obviously speculating myself, but yeah, I mean, it seems like you're kind of aligning yourselves with the right people to reach the right goals one after another. They all work towards the same end goal together. So I
Yeah.
noticed
Correct.
that looking at the roadmap.
Are you able to effectively capture some arbitrage scenarios by exchanging like that too? So say if you lock in a certain time frame where one currency is valued differently than the other just because you got lucky.
So
Like you would
whatever.
with one exchange to another, sometimes you can get something for a lower price on one than another if you do it at the right time. It's usually done by bots, but
Exactly. And even if we did capture any arbitrage, we would never take that as a profit. We would always
Right.
give it to either one of the sides who paid more or paid less.
Cool,
This
cool.
is the way it also works with Changely and those guys actually. They
Okay.
don't, but they give you a range of, this could change like by this bit because the markets are still very volatile and
So volatile.
Hey, Mellow Fellow Boards, thanks for
Hey.
the dollar super chat. I appreciate it. I took a hit in your honor. Thank you.
Joshua.
Shout out to Cash Up, Cash in the chat. I appreciate all the love. You're right. I definitely need to take a real vacation. Hey, Miss Teen Crypto, how goes it? Good morning. Yeah, last night that party was pretty crazy. I wish we taped it. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, New York City Bitcoin Center. With the Zap and Potcoin and all those guys. Good times. Good times. Thanks everybody for checking out the podcast. We got the Public Awakening in the chat. 3 Douglas.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Jim Flanagan. Yeah, I just checked the DMs. I'm talking to you there. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. It looks like I'll probably be talking to Jim soon on a podcast, so a little teaser there for everybody. Token Gamer, how goes it, bro?
Hi.
People were asking in the chat, people specifically Token Gamer, Jerome, my bro. Will people be able to use the 3D objects on the marketplace, like interactive? I see on the website in the top right corner, it has like this interactive cube. A lot of NFTs are starting to be made in Blender with other ways to interact with it. So you can spin it or like, touch it almost with your mouse. Are those going to be supported on nftrade.com?
Well, we haven't yet implemented any of those. Like I bought some of those, that what you're talking about, like the 720 minutes. Do you know that one?
You want to share your screen? I can, there you go. Now you can.
Let me try to find it 1 sec. So by Art Blocks Created, they have those 3P NFTs, but on OpenSea, for example, you can't really play with them, and you can play with them on the actual Art Blocks platform. So I guess that's going to be a bit of a technical challenge, but every technical challenge that we have faced with so far, we were able to overcome. So let me just try and find that website. 1 sec.
What is the most fun or interesting tech challenge that you've run into? Is just creating the appearance of interoperability, or actually pursuing true interoperability? Like,
so to be really honest, what I was mostly excited about, because we haven't actually created the interoperability yet. because we're still working on it,
Yeah.
and so it's still a challenge. But the swaps, creating it from zero basically, was what we were really excited about, because we created tech that we felt that was so much needed, and we were really happy to be able to be the ones that first made it. So wait, I'll try to share my screen.
Do you think financial products will be used like this eventually?
With
You know, like,
NFTs?
yeah, like creating proofs for them essentially.
I think that what charged particles are building is definitely going towards that space, and we mentioned bonds and other stuff like that. Let me
This is
show
cool.
you. Yeah, so this is a project that I took part in. Those are basically computer generated
Oh wait,
NFTs
Wow.
I feel
that
like I
are
have seen these.
they are they are clocks, okay, and every every clock has its own minute. So there are 720 minutes, and in that minute, I'll try to show it to you. So when that minute hits, and you can also set your time on your computer to be that minute if you want to cheat the system. But basically, if you view that in that minute, then things are gonna go like really crazy, and you're gonna see like this NFT goes mad in that minute. But other than that, it's just showing the clocks, and you can see there are some crazy clocks here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Awesome.
triggered by the clock on your computer when you're
Yeah.
viewing it. So it's like the time affects it. Like if you look at a
Exactly.
flower in the morning, it's blossoming, and that's the only time that you'll see that flower blossom.
Exactly.
Yeah, these
So
are awesome.
yeah, that's a pretty cool one. Yeah.
Amazing.
And
Dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
so yeah, my goal is that we will be able to support these, and that we could actually have on our platform, people will be able to see the live
Oh wow.
clocks as they
That's
should
awesome.
be. Yeah, it's really cool.
So if I
Um,
had like 60 of them, I would be able to watch, a full like rotation of the time. Like I'd be able to watch, a full 60-minute segment. If I have like all of them within the right hour.
yeah, and then you
know?
put them on the screen like that, like a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's sort of like one of those big beeples, right? It took like 15 years or whatever. It's like it's going to take 15 years to watch this. Just to watch it
Yeah.
is going to take 15 years.
So is somebody going to create proof of time, essentially? We can't really prove it exists. I mean, what if somebody created something using NFTs to like say, hey, this is the start?
I want to show you guys something. It's going to be hard for you to see this real quick, but I got to put this up here. Let me do a screen share, guys. This is crazy.
What'd you do?
Share. I didn't do shit, man. Somebody did some crazy shit. Dude.
Nice, dude.
So I tweeted this photo, and somebody, look at all the effort they put into it.
That's good. I have a good bathtub one of him if they want that.
Look at this.
Wow.
Awesome, dude.
Like, it's so much effort for me taking a naked bathroom selfie.
Famous tweet.
I'm a beautiful shitcoin. Oh yeah, I did say that.
You are, though.
It's a mint 1 of 1. I love it. I fucking love it.
Are you gonna buy it, or do you own it?
Mine.
Somebody
They
sent it to you?
gave it to me.
Okay, I thought you were viewing it on their
It's
store.
by One Cool Art NFT 1. And here's some of their shit, man. Price lowest. They got
cool
some
stuff.
penny NFTs out here still.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I love penny NFTs.
PenFT.
NFT.
PenFTenny. PenFTenny. Call half any.
All right, let's see what like their lowest mints are going for.
Ooh.
What? I can get a mint one for $27. Done.
Dude, that is
Mine.
dope. Monkey in the
Mine.
rain. That's
Mine.
cool.
I don't know who they are, but they made some crazy art of me, and I'm very like egotistical.
Flying crystal balls, dope.
I will support this behavior.
Definitely support that.
Buying the
Moonlight.
mint number ones, bitches.
Hell yeah, dude. What's this artist's name again?
One Cool Art NFT 1.
Amazing.
Dude, check it out.
Yeah, I love this one. This one's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Some sucker let it go for $27.
There's something about it for sure.
I
It's
felt
fucking-
like this in Miami at one point.
I did too. I definitely sat on the floor and cried for a little bit. You saw it.
I saw it.
I sat on a windowsill and cried, literally.
It was a beautiful view to cry at, though.
It was crazy. I was looking down into like a $100 million boat or something.
Oh, they're whitelisted too.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's half the battle. Ooh, fortune cookie.
Yeah, I can't believe they
Yeah,
made this.
Sushi
This
of
is
the
pretty damn
month.
epic.
Let me see.
I love it. So go support One Cool Art NFT 1 because they're a real bro. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And their fucking art is amazing.
They
And
get
it
it.
kind of vibes with the stuff Ori was just showing me a little bit, right?
Yeah. I like it.
I just wanted to show you. I just saw it show up in my wallet while we were talking, and I was like, I gotta share this with the world.
That's good timing. They know what they're doing.
Oh, did you see I got a face tattoo, Ori?
I saw on Twitter. Fucking crazy, man.
Little bit.
That's sick.
I've
Yeah,
always
it's small,
wanted one.
but it's not like you have tons of them. This actually made
He
this
will.
was the first one thing that you said I want to put it on my face.
It's the first of many. People
I
have no
love it.
idea.
Yeah, I think I might be addicted. I could see this whole cheek being filled in.
Yeah, I mean, he fell asleep while he was getting it too. It was a pro move.
It was a pro move.
I've never seen somebody like fall asleep while getting their face tattooed.
You know what's
Wow.
funny? I'm actually shopping around looking on nftrade.com and I saw one of the
Show us what you're seeing.
oh, I think I can actually. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Show me again.
Oh, that's Ken getting his face tattooed.
Yeah, so these actually are all NFTs that are on the testnet of Ethereum on Ringdai.
Okay, because I was gonna say there's some like
Cool.
IP problems maybe, but testnet I
Yeah.
guess lets everything fly.
On the mainnet too, so nothing can be stopped as an NFT, and also we are not going to be stopping any. Unfortunately, we can't, as a rule, decide what NFT goes in and what NFT doesn't go in. Anyone can mint, anyone can create them. The only thing is that we can verify a collection or not verify one, and that's
Ooh.
you're gonna see some weird shit over here because it's all like people testing and they're like, shit, what am I? And they're just uploading some funny.
I have a Nanu Burks right next to me, a one of one hanging in my studio.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's up.
I was looking. This is where she made it, right here on that table.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, this
I
is
feel like
her
I have a piece of
studio.
that in my studio. It's very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was checking it out because it said Nanu Burke's studio, and I was like, wow, I like, got to see her studio.
Yeah, that's awesome. Feel like you're there.
Oh, fuck it. I love it. Somebody used a picture of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That's my hero. I hope they get a brand new kitchen. Transfer.
That's
Wait,
funny.
did somebody buy it? What's going on over here? Oh, mint transfer. Never mind.
oh, you
Yeah,
gave
so-
someone a kitchen.
They gave somebody a kitchen.
Here you go.
Dude,
But that's
I love
redeemable for the actual
NFTs.
kitchen. Construction companies are going to be doing that eventually.
Yeah, if you open the panel on the left, basically if you click on show my items, so if you connected your MetaMask, you'd be, and if you had tokens on it on the testnet, then you'd be able to see all your tokens on the left, add them to the panel, and offer a trade to the other on any NFT that you can see on the other side, and it could be any NFT from any blockchain.
Oh, yeah, it says wrong chain only
Yeah.
the test. Yeah, I don't have any NFTs on testnet.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty. Just imagine you had these tokens on the left.
Nice. Ooh, who are these fellas?
This looks like something Nathan would do.
I would do that. I'm actually going to turn my eye into that. People haven't seen my new eyeball designs that I have for my face. Gaia is watching. This Gaia is the name of Mother Earth, if people don't know.
I like that.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it says AI generated art.
Oh yeah, it does. That's funny.
Yeah.
I love AI being a paintbrush for artists. I don't know. Some people are criticizing it. I think it's no different than using Blender.
Yeah. There's a lot of viewpoints on that, but it's just really about, I mean, what's governed by the protocols is allowed, Like if it's allowed to be done, it's allowed to be done. I think a lot of platforms haven't been too eager to get into that whole deciding what is and isn't okay to put up. I think that the verification stuff is probably the best way to go about that, like you guys are doing, because that's a Pandora's box when you're kind of judging a piece of art,
Oh, there's only 3 on sale right now on testnet. That's hilarious.
No, that's the ones. It's not on testnet. That's us testing. So that's why there's only 3. It's this platform hasn't been really tested by so many people. It's basically us testing it. We're gonna go to more extensive testing and actually invite the public to test our
Oh, cool. I'm already following.
platform soon. Yeah, we need more followers to start following everyone, and I mean, come join us for our journey. We're going on a sale on DAO Maker. We're gonna have a lot of big things coming. Definitely inviting everyone to come in and join our journey.
I love that. I like that you can play with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap things up here. We got to let everybody get going. I really appreciate all the support. I got to reach out to Jim. I can't forget. Thanks, Zach Drew, for joining the chat. Katoshi, how goes it?
Katoshi.
Randy, much love. Bitcoin Blues Brother. Yo, you guys got to check it out. Much love, man. Bad Days.
Yes.
Bro, you gotta check out the Rudigart's last couple, whatever, words are hard, animation inside of an animated NFT. Yeah, dude, NFTs are getting real weird, bro.
Yeah, quit writing stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me art to play with.
All right, I'm out. We're gonna wrap things up. Check it out. It's nftrade.com. Yeah, all kinds of interoperable things are coming. I'm excited for Q3 myself. When I see like Wax and Flow, you already know where I'm gonna go. It's gonna be really cool to be able to see that level of interoperability.
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah, there's definitely level. We're at like not even level 1. This is like this is like when you play a game for the first time and they make you walk through the tutorial. That's where we're at right now.
Exactly.
You can only jump. You're like, why can't I not just run? I want to get there.
That's how I feel a lot of the times, man. Yeah. Ori, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, bro. I really appreciate it. It was
thanks a lot, guys. Man. It was really fun having being here, and hopefully I'm gonna keep on following your show as well. It was fun, guys. You guys are fun.
Definitely come back, dude. We had a great time talking to you.
Yeah, you have 4 quarters to talk about every time you hit a goal. You might as well come on.
Seriously, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, or just to shoot the shit, just hang out, whatever.
D&D in the chat, much love. Oh, shout out to Raccoon Brand, by the way. They sent me swag,
that Raccoon
and I
Brand.
friggin' love my shirt. So
Nice.
I got swag from raccoonbrand.com.
I got NASA. I'm designing the next space shuttle. So shout out.
You get it?
I'm just kidding. I didn't get
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
you
got
guys
their
are what?
money fold too, but I don't have any credit cards or cash, so I'm gonna figure out like business cards or maybe that link thing. I might use my link.
Ooh,
card.
yeah.
But yeah,
That'd be
I got one of
dope.
these as well. I'm showing on screen. But yeah, shout out raccoonbrand.com for sending me swag. I love you.
Can you get your link, QR up on the chat, right? That'd be kind of nice.
I'm gonna give away one of those mint number 1 NFTs I bought earlier from the artist One Cool Art NFT 1. So thanks everybody for watching till the end. I want to give something cool away. So here's a mint number 1. I'm going to give it away, so you have to scan a QR code on the bottom of the screen. So
Nice.
there you go. On the bottom right, that side, see how it updates? If you scan that QR code, if you're the first person, you end up getting the NFT. It stops all the bots from clicking them away.
Nice.
All right, Ori, nftrade.com. All right, guys, check it out. I appreciate you. Nathan, superworldapp.com.
Thank you, guys.
I love you. And everybody should just have a day.
Have a day we love.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Nathan. Bye, guys.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Ken Bozak.